So one of my favorite things about art is that there are no rules. You could create whatever you want, however you want. There's no right way to do it. Because at the end of the day, art is completely subjective. You might create with one intention, and I might interpret it as something completely different. But that's the beauty of it. One artwork can have so many different meanings depending on who's looking at it. So earlier today, I went to go look at one of my favorite artists' paintings, Jean Michel Basquiat. And I just want to share with you some of the biggest lessons I've learned from him as a creative. So my biggest takeaway from Basquiat's art is that you shouldn't be afraid to start over. His work literally shows it. He would paste over or paint over hours of work, layer after layer, creating something new. I mean, his paintings aren't just art. They're a reflection of forward progression. And that's such a valuable life lesson. You can start over whenever you want, whether it's a project, a career, or even a relationship. It doesn't matter how much you've invested into it. If it no longer serves you, let it go, because holding on to it might be keeping you from where you need to be. And I get it, starting over is scary. But every time I quit something and started fresh, I've realized that it helped me move forward, just like Basquiat's work. Progress often comes when you're bold enough to let something go and create something new. My second big takeaway from Basquiat's art is that your work doesn't need to be perfect. And let's be real, when you look at his art, it looks like a kid made it. But I believe that's the whole point. It's about getting things done. It's about execution over perfection. And this applies to life as well. Stop waiting for the perfect circumstances to take action, because they'll never come. Perfection kills dreams. People get so caught up in wanting everything to be flawless that they never start. And I've been there, waiting for the perfect equipment, the perfect time, or the perfect plan. But the reality is, nothing will ever be perfect. You learn as you go. And that's what I see in Basquiat's paintings. He just kept taking action, layer by layer, not knowing exactly how the final product would look. And I believe that's what made his work so powerful. My final takeaway from Basquiat's work is so simple, but so important. You just have to be you. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Basquiat's paintings didn't fit the mold of what art was supposed to look like. He just created what he felt. And I believe that's why he stood out. His art didn't look like what everyone else was doing. And that's a life lesson in itself. Be yourself. Don't chase what's popular or what you think will work. Do what speaks to who you are. That's how you stand out in a sea of people who are starting to look and sound the same because of this TikTokification lifestyle we've been living in. And honestly, if Basquiat didn't stay true to himself, I wouldn't be sitting here making this video. Basquiat's art is a reminder that creativity isn't about perfection, following rules, or fitting a mold. It's about taking action, staying true to who you are, and not being afraid to start over. Whether you're making art, chasing a dream, or simply figuring out life, I believe Basquiat's lessons will guide you forward. So take a page out of his book. Just create, be yourself, and keep moving forward.